It's even a CH word.
Yeah. And they both have R's and S's in them.
Right? Like,
So,
you couldn't have gotten closer without being dead on.
right.
What? Ooh. Well, why don't you go wipe that up and clean it up? Were you picking it? Okay.
Oh no. Bloody nose?
Bloody nose.
Of
Yeah.
course.
I guess the humidifier hasn't caught up yet.
Well, speaking of bloody noses, um, where did we left off with? I think had cleared this room. There are a number of goblin and goblin corpses because the hobgoblins met their end farther back towards the entrance to E.
Correct.
Yeah, I think was it Gavrin that came back and said that he saw what we assumed to be some sort of drug transaction occurring.
Yes, something to that effect. He heard them talking about the dust. Looks like they exchanged some sort of money and they were loading up mules. So, thoughts on where you'd like to go next?
Well, there's another door here to check out. Who knows what fun may be behind? Well, actually, there's two doors.
There's one left side of 6 there. And
Yep, and then one in bottom of 8.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm good with whatever we want to go from there. But
Yeah, I would say that door to the south there would probably be good.
yeah. Now your little friend, he's often safe.
Well, yeah, presumably those were my instructions to him to leave the cave complex, and that I would meet up with him later. But hopefully that's what happened. And real quick before we get started, I know I know you guys know I'm a half orc cleric, and I know Charles. I think you're a dwarven paladin. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay. Mark, what else? What are the other characters in the group?
We have the Dark Elf Rune Master. I'm sorry, Twanq Elf? Oh, now I can't think of what it's called.
Twilight Elf?
Yeah, Twilight Elf. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, Twilight Elf. I'm thinking of... I'm mixing between Tolkien and Aird and who knows what else I just mixed in there. So he's... I don't know, are you familiar with the Rune Master?
No, is that the one in the adventurer's backpack?
It is. It's its own self. There was actually its own book was published, and you're right. It may also appear in the backpack in more of a condensed form. But
Okay.
yeah, essentially they're just their magic exists when they inscribe runes. So he's got a couple of what he called static runes, which are just sort of there carved into some surface. And he can invoke them. I think one of them is like a recall rune, and I don't remember if it's in. Is it? Did he create one? Back at the keep.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. So kind of a quick return home if you needed to.
Oh, nice. So it's the one in the adventurer's backpack is a rune mark. Is that the same thing?
Yeah, rune mark. Again, I'm confusing things because it's from Lotro. Yeah, I think Lotro has Rune Masters, Lord of the Rings Online.
Yes, it's called the Rune. The class is Rune Mark.
Yep.
Cool.
And then Gavrin is a rogue, and he was hired. And again, I don't recall what the fee was. Was it a share in the loot?
Adventure. There we go. We might have agreed to anything knowing how NPCs seem to flourish with us. Sure, we'll give you half the loot. Knowing you'll probably be dead.
Mm-hmm.
And what about Arista?
That wouldn't be very...
Yours will look like this, Ethan.
Arista's a wizard, and originally I intended to do sort of a to get away from level spells and just go to level-less spells. And she has a number of spells in her repertoire, and she can she's using the mana system.
And it's really, really frustrating for me because all of my spells that are offensive are not party friendly.
Oh, okay. So basically non-Vancian type magic, you just spend certain mana points to power it up, etc.
Mm-hmm. And she could push her luck, like in DCC. So if she wants to try to increase a spell and go beyond her normal casting ability, she can do that. But if she fails, bad things happen.
Hey, dude, there's a white cable down there that's your internet. Yeah, it'll be faster for you if you plug in. Yeah.
So when you say non-party friendly, do you mean like fireball stuff or something?
So I've got one where I can make somebody turn into like a really big critter. But if he does, then there's a chance that he develops lycanthropy, and he just attacks the nearest thing. So
I was hoping for controlled lycanthropy. I'd say, sign me up.
yeah,
I want to be a werebadger.
once I cast, and there's another one like that too. So basically, once I cast the spell, I don't have control over what happens after that. So if does everybody have access to the spells, Mark?
Yeah, they're in the campaign.
So if you go to the spells tab and you select the group uncategorized. Yeah, Ethan, you're in?
Yeah, you're talking about bloodlust, right?
I do.
Yeah, you want to close that window. Yeah. Next again.
Oh yeah, cool.
Finished. Okay.
Okay, now.
Go up.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. Wait. No. Just wait. Okay, go ahead. Oh, there we go.
Oh no.
Oh, hit close.
Yeah, a number of these are house ruled, so.
Yeah.
Still though, I mean, if whoever you wanted to cast it on, if that person charged in the battle and was, away from us, like and close to the bad guys, it'd be great.
Yeah, so what happened last week was we all started at that doorway battle, right? And I thought, okay, well, what I'll do is I'll go around back and I'll cast the spell on one of the critters and I'll let it start attacking its friends and I'll shut the door behind me and run back. But I chickened out because you guys started burning them down fast enough. I didn't want it to start attacking you.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So I think I'm just going to have to get ballsier and either wade into battle and risk being the fact that I'm squishy because I'm a wizard and risk taking damage because I do have an ability that allows me to hit fairly well. But yeah. It's not just bloodlust, there's another one too. Is it genoplasm?
I think that was a good idea. Now that I know you can do it, I'll hang back, waiting to see if that's what happens, detonate it inside them and let the thing go crazy.
Oh, ravening. Okay, so it's I can make an animal double in size. Yeah, I can make an animal double in size. I don't know where that'll be applicable, but yeah.
Cast one. Then
Huh.
you cast the other.
Yeah.
Ravening. Ooh.
Yeah.
Looking at your little.
Xenoplasm.
Mom, don't think the Wi-Fi cable's not working. It's just taking forever.
Yeah, so and then genoplasm's another one where like all of the things that I have could be dangerous to you guys. And so I've been afraid to use it,
Yeah, I'm reading that genoplasm now. That does look ugly.
right?
Yep, I'm about to.
Pretty cool though.
So yeah, I just chickened out. Oh, okay, are you in there?
I'm Baltooth.
Baloth.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late.
Hey,
Howdy.
good to hear you.
Woo! We haven't started yet because I just got Ethan set up. Okay.
Okay. Whew. Yeah, I was just kids are back to school tomorrow, and it was just sorting them out. I lost track of time, and yeah.
All right,
No
so
worries.
I just got Ethan sorted out, and so he's logged in. Say hi to Pete, Ethan.
Hi.
Hi Ethan,
Mhm.
happy birthday.
He's the guy with the British accent, but he lives in Belgium.
That's the one.
Yeah, I'd written you off as over in France demonstrating against the passport.
Yeah, out in the streets.
Yeah.
Just demonstrating against the French in general.
You're an alchemist. Okay, so
Yeah, we were just sort of introducing some of the other characters. I kind of glossed over yours a little bit. At first, I miscalled it a, what did I call it? A rune keeper? Yeah,
Rune mark.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
rune mark.
Belgium's right there.
And you scribble things is pretty much how I put it.
Yeah, that's it. I just graffiti everything, and magic happens. So.
In France.
You've got marks all over this great nation.
And Mads
Yep.
from Denmark. Okay. All right, Ethan now knows where you are.
Cool.
All right, and as has been pointed out, you've got a door in the southern portion of this room, and then one on the far side of number 6.
I'm sorry. Do I look on images to find this, right?
Yep. Go to images.
Yep.
And then it's what's it called?
Oh, you've got your
Caverns
Cavern
Patchwork.
Patchworks. Yep.
Yeah, this thing's in the way. That's why. Okay, so you want to come over here to campaign. And then images. And then, and caverns, right?
Yep, Kevin's patchworks.
Open.
Ah, here we are.
Did it open?
We're opened.
Okay.
Okay, I can see you.
Okay, and then I gotta do, gotta do my doodah. The doodah. And then our doodah is good. So yeehaw.
Okay. Time to rocketh and rolleth.
Uh-huh.
So I think has anyone put an ear to the door yet?
Not yet.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the one to the south?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Nope.
Can we send our rogue to do it?
Our rogue arrived.
Yes.
Oh, sure.
Oh, last time weren't we talking about whether we go after the barrel or sacks of what we suspect are powder to make sure they didn't fall into the wrong hands, and see if we can also capture and find out the supplier, or are we going to keep going through the caverns?
I think we should keep going through the caverns, and as we leave them, set them on fire.
Okay.
Scorched
Ah.
earth.
That's not the Arista I knew, but okay, let's burn it all down.
So and
Yes,
while we're at
yes.
it, while we're at it, I'll toss the sacks that I have into the pile.
Yeah, that's going to turn out really good as it floods the caverns.
Yeah.
And we all can't tell who's who, and
Well,
we
that's
all
why
start
wait until we're ready
having
to leave.
tripping out, you know.
Yeah, we'll wait until we're ready to leave, and then we'll do it.
Like we ever burn anything. Unless it's a small, innocent woman's house.
You don't.
Yes.
Ah.
Yes.
I'm
Yes. She was such a gentle soul.
Oh, so kind. So
Yes.
So
Yeah.
So Pete, you missed the conversation. If you look at my spells, I don't have any offensive spells that aren't also dangerous for the party. And so last week, when I ran around to the other side, my intention was to cast Bloodlust. But once I opened the door and got in there, you guys had already started burning through the creatures, and I was afraid that it was going to hurt you guys, and so I chickened out and ran back.
Oh, that works for me.
So I've been given they want to see it. So maybe one of these times that's
Let's temper that, because
I'll wait till there's an appropriate time where I can do that from behind, but
I may be bloodlusty around certain creatures, but in general, we must all get along.
okay.
But goblins can die a horrible and nasty death because they're goblins. Okay.
Okay, so rogue listening at door, I guess.
Yep. Hopefully he's smart enough not to tap on the door.
Anybody there?
Who rolled that?
Hi, Mark.
Actually, should have done it this way. Where is the tower? Give me 1 second.
Well, it was in the tower. We didn't see the result.
Yeah, but I should actually... Next time I'm going to roll it with the appropriate character, so we know what's going on. Holy cow.
Wait, cows are holy in this game?
Possibly.
Okay.
That's why you can't get any milk.
He says, nope, definitely don't hear anything. Smell something, though.
Okay. Oh.
Then open it.
Yeah, but before you do, I'm gonna come stand over here. Sora, do you want to take my place?
Sure.
Yeah. Thanks. I appreciate that.
Got my javelin at the ready. Sorry, spear.
Yes,
spear
your
at the ready.
quivering javelin. Quivering spear. Yes. Vibrating spear. Okay. Just in case, I'm ready to leap forward and swing.
The room opens up, and immediately the smell of beeswax wafts out at you. Perhaps some other smell, sense of some sort of incense or other strong incense-like smells. And we have a torch going right now, right?
I think it's the bullseye lantern.
Yes, bullseye lantern.
Did you turn that? I'm assuming you turned that back on, Arista? Or would you still like to be running around in the complete darkness? And she's gone. I'll assume she's got it on.
Yeah.
So you see in the small room, it looks like it's perhaps some sort of shrine.
I'm sorry, yes, I have it on now.
Okay. there are a couple of stands with lined with candles, a couple of small cupboards, and on the back wall is a very large tapestry. And on the tapestry, you see a number of goblins sort of standing around in a circle looking upward. There upon it, on the hill, stands a very strange looking goblin. It's about twice as tall as the other goblins. And it has horns and sort of a grotesque, misshapen face. But otherwise looks like a goblin. And it's dressed in robes. That is the image on the tapestry.
Okay. Does it look intricate and valuable, or kind of tatty and half-assed?
The tapestry is pristine. It's very
But
well
then,
maintained.
who's going to buy a tapestry covered in goblins?
Don't know. Maybe a collector.
Yeah, maybe some rather oversmart orcs. Hey, orcs, you like this tapestry?
Does it appear to be sort of old, or is it kind of a recent make?
If perhaps you knew more about cloth making or weaving, you could probably tell its age. But it's hard to say. It's not unusual in its construction. I mean, it looks to you just like any other tapestry, but it is, like I said, is very well maintained. So, unlike other things you have found in the area, the goblins are generally kind of a sloppy, slovenly race. This area seems no exception, except for this room seems very well kept.
Hmm.
Does it appear like it would be difficult to remove, or is it just hanging there?
No, it's just hanging there. It's just hung up on a couple of hooks.
We could take it to see if anyone else can tell us anything more about it. If it rolls up fairly tight, and we can pack it away. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's concealing something behind it as well.
Yeah. Maybe something behind it.
It does seem significant that this room is much better, or it's much more well kept.
So yeah, let's snag the tapestry.
Okay. You also notice, like I said, in the room, there's quite a few candles. One particular little sort of stand has what looks like some sort of holy symbol. It's a what is it called? The Ankh. It's sort of like a cross with a round head.
Mm-hmm.
Do
A
I have a
holy
chance?
symbol.
Could I identify that? Correlate to what deity or anything?
Give me a wisdom check.
Wisdom, okay.
Wait, yeah, okay.
So, actually, the party has probably heard of this before, but perhaps you have more of an insight, given that you would have probably studied some forms of comparative religions. There is a belief among some goblins that they will have some sort of savior figure which will deliver them and crush their all other races and subdue them. It's a sort of messiah figure. And so, to the best of your sense here, this is probably related to that, if it's not exactly depicting that.
I will share that with the group.
And this is a prophecy of theirs.
Are there any contingent prophecies, or is there a way to sort of track down when this Messiah is set to arrive, or no?
No, there's nothing specific about the prophecy. There are supposed to be certain signs.
I'm so glad that you mentioned that to us, Tor, because I'm sorry, Mark, I'm interrupting here.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
What you told us. Because, when we were back in Holmgren, there were rumors from Holmgren and the Keep about a prophecy. And one of them was that the volcano in Wamford that blew up is really the awakening of a sleeping giant under the mountain. And that Zeolith will be awoken by the return of the three. And do you remember, guys, when we went to those old ruins and there was a wizard with some goblins? You remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that misguided guy. He wasn't a wizard, but
Yeah.
the goblins didn't put up much of a fight either. Maybe if they had weapons, they might have stood a chance.
Yeah. And something about the return of the three, the return of the three.
Hmm.
In
The,
fact, it was the very same place where we picked up the rumor that there was a wealthy merchant imprisoned in these caves. The goblins think their messiah is born and will come soon.
that's concerning. Whenever Arista mentions was it the sign of the three? Does that trigger any additional memories?
No, not related to this prophecy.
Okay.
Um, one other note about that prophecy is a stranger was supposed to lead them. A stranger to their race.
Oh.
So maybe we already killed the guy.
Wait, in addition to the prophecy of the three?
Yeah, I'm not sure where you're getting the prophecy of the three. It's not related to this
Okay.
mythology.
Okay, sorry. But it does have to do with the Messiah is born and will come soon for the goblins.
The prophecy isn't specific about how this savior will come, just that he will. He'll subjugate all of the races and put the goblins as the master race.
Yeah, and he won't be a goblin himself.
The prophecy is not specific as to what form the Messiah is supposed to take.
Now, does the prophecy that Tor knows, does it have anything to do with necromancers?
No, that's not something the goblins are known to deal with.
Okay, so the goblins are probably not related to the Brotherhood then.
No.
Okay.
So
Wow.
is the correlation with the exploding volcano in line with this prophecy, or is that another one?
That's the other one.
Yeah, not connected
got
as
it.
far as both of you might know.
And then taking a closer look at the sort of principal figure in the tapestry, and I know that it's not a photograph, but are there any sort of racial indications, anything that I might glean that might help me identify the race of the creature?
Give me another wisdom check.
Okay.
So if you stand back about 10 feet and you sort of squint your eyes, it definitely looks like a goblin, just with horns. But as you look closer upon it, you can see that the facial features are definitely flatter and sort of more demonic, for lack of a better word. So more stark, more darker features. And he also has claws, which are unusual for goblins. Long nails. So it would be fair to say this is not a goblin, but he has the general body shape of a goblin. He's just about, you can see from the image anyway, from this particular image, he stands about 2 or 3 times as tall as the other goblins in the tapestry. And they're sort of looking up to him as if he's sort of standing above them.
When we removed the tapestry, did it reveal anything unusual?
Nope, the wall behind it is bare and smooth.
Okay.
I'm gonna approach that wall and tap on it, see if I can. We know that there are secret doors throughout here, so maybe we'll find one here.
Worth a shot. Give me a intelligence check. Do you have? Well, several of you actually have stonework or dungeon work or dungeon mastery.
Yes.
Yeah, the dwarf would be better.
Or I will have an ability for detecting secret doors if I'm just within 5 feet of them. So
Okay.
I'll also roll if that's okay.
Okay, so Tor starts sort of tapping around. Faratan is tapping on the wrong wall. He's tapping way off to the side. Tor, as you start tapping around, you notice there does seem to be some sort of a mechanism here, like a release, and you sort of feel the outline of what appears to be like a small alcove, small
I'll come investigate, since he seems to have found something.
Sorak, what make you of this?
Let me see.
Tor has clearly found a button of sorts, a release mechanism.
So I'm going to just kind of see if I can figure out what that is. Is that if there's a door here, perhaps I can find it.
Yeah, it's not a door like a passage type door. It's more of a 2 foot by 2 foot sort of little
Like a little storage
recessed. Yes, exactly.
Okay, so my stonework is a wisdom check, so
Yep. And are you trying to open it, or what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to open it since it's in the stone.
Yep. So you sort of feel around the little mechanism, and you push it in a sort of a door's backing out. You've been here before. No, sort of a stone slab, thin slab, sort of pops out a little bit, and you can see there's a little recessed alcove, about 2 foot deep, and there is a small lockbox. I shouldn't say small. It's about 18 inches wide, maybe a foot tall.
Wow. Okay. So I'm gonna pull that box out and actually take it out of here.
It's not going to be another evil box like the last one, is it?
We'll make sure before.
How's your detect evil going, Mr. Paladin, sir?
Yeah. Let me. Do I sense any evil?
Nope.
I will pray to the mighty Torah. Okay.
So, nope, you don't sense any evil from it. You notice, though, as you sort of give it a tug. Well, I'm sorry, you haven't told me you're touching or doing anything with it yet.
Well, I wanted to pull it out.
Oh, you didn't want to pull it? Okay, yeah. So you notice it's very heavy.
Okay.
So,
I'm gonna do it.
whatever's within it, it's very, very heavy.
Okay. Is there any table or something in here that I can set it down on?
There are a couple of tables. You're not quite sure if they would hold the weight of this.
Well, let's give it a whirl.
Okay. Give me a strength check. Okay, so you sort of heave and hoe, and you haul it over to one of the other tables, and you sort of slide all the relics and the symbols and the candles off, and you flump it down.
Mm-hmm.
And as you flunk it down, you sort of hear a jingle inside.
Okay. Now, thief, come see if this is trapped. Because my dwarven fingers are not good at these nimble little.
Okay. I'm sorry, Arista, is she leaving the room or?
Yeah, she bugged out.
Wow.
I'm not bugging out. I'm trying to stay alert.
Varitan's moved back out of the room as well. I'm not going to be in the same room when they open up that box. But I'm keeping an eye on the well room and the corridor to the north of that.
Great.
fact,
So
I'll
whatever
move-
he's not keeping an eye on, that I'll watch that.
Okay. So Gavin steps forward. He sort of looks the box over. He starts peering at it carefully, running his fingers along a few edges. And he turns to Sorak and he just kind of shrugs and says, I don't see anything. Looks like it's completely untrapped. In fact, there's not even a lock on it.
Okay, well, let me look at it a little bit closer. Does it actually have hinges somewhere?
It does. Has
Okay.
hinges and a simple clasp on the front.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I should take it back. Two buckling clasps.
2 buckles.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, the kind that flop down and you put a little.
Okay.
Could be locked if you want.
I'm going to step back just a little and ask everybody else, kind of relay, thing doesn't look to be trapped. Do you want me to open it? I don't detect anything.
Yeah, go ahead.
Aye.
Okay. Before I open it, I'm reaching into my backpack and pulling out my wine skin and taking a big, hearty drink. Deep breath and undo the clasps. And open it and shield my eyes all at the same moment. In case something goes off.
Okay. Nothing happens, but you can't see what's in the box because your eyes are shielded.
Right. Okay. So I'm alive.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing happened. Now I'm going to look into the box. So say, Arista, can you bring your lantern in here?
I sure can. I'll pick it up as I go through the doorway.
So as she comes into the room, you can see immediately that Arista will notice, and so will Sorak, of course, that it starts to sparkle, and you notice within the box is just piles and piles of coins.
Ooh.
Various coins: copper, silver, gold.
Okay. Well, these aren't going anywhere.
Okay. But I'm going to rummage around in there to see if that's all that's in there.
See how deep it goes.
So you're gonna stick your fingers in there?
Yeah, I'll kind of run them through to see if maybe there's some gems in there. Just coins.
Okay. You sort of rummage through it, and you just see a tremendous thousands and thousands of looks like copper and silver coins, even a few platinum here and there. And
Okay.
you've sort of searched the 4 corners of the box, and it just looks like it's filled with coin.
Okay. So what I'm proposing is I close it back up, I stick it back in the alcove and shut that up. We just remember that it's here and snag it on our way out. Because I sure the hell do not want to carry this.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Closing it, locking it
We
back.
need to remember to come back and get it on the way out.
If we're still alive, we have some loot here.
So now that we've done something that might have been incredibly dangerous, I should ask, did we ever activate our marks of zeolith?
Not yet.
Do we want to do that? I think it lasts the whole day.
I was just looking at that spell. That's pretty cool.
Does it last so long?
We can totally get you tatted when we get to town.
Yeah, it's a 1-day duration.
Yeah, but you got to be inked first.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, I'll activate it. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Didn't
Probably.
realize it lasted a whole day, which was holding back on it, but well spotted.
It lasts a day, but it's only once per encounter. But we're likely to have many encounters in here, so.
Yep, sure. So I will activate it. So we'll have a group huddle and
Huddle.
etch the rune to activate the Mark of Zealith.
Thorak, you got to come stand near Variton.
I'll roll up our
Sure.
sleeves to show off our ink.
I haven't been tattooed yet, so I'm not eligible, right?
Right.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
Nor's the rogue, but at
Maybe
least
next
3 of us have got it. Maybe next time. If you stick around with us, then I know orcs are a bit shy of the needle, but I'm sure you'll be okay getting a tattoo.
Kind of watching the road. What the hell is he doing?
Yeah, get out of there.
Mark, while they're doing that, I'm going to basically reach out to Tuvos, and I'm going to cast my Cure Light Wound spell on myself. I didn't remember getting wounded, but I am wounded, so I'm going to try to fix that.
Okay.
Nice.
Go ask Dad
What do you need to ask him? He can hear you.
but something that's about my character.
Oh, okay. He needs to. What about your character? Like, when are you going to get to play? Oh, okay. Oh, you need a clarification. He's coming down because he's going to ask for a clarification about his character.
Okay.
Okay, so I think we should move on off back to room 6's door. Given it's the only one not opened.
I agree. You know, I really wish that one of us had like a way to lock a door.
Yeah, I can, but it's quite short-lived, so not worth it.
Yeah.
Our rogue
He locked the door for that little old lady.
Yeah,
Can our rogue create traps?
Yeah, but I think it's the rogue we got to worry about.
Okay. Fair enough.
well, I don't think he's going to be able to lug around that box without us noticing. So as long as he gets his butt where we can see him, then we should be all right.
Yeah. Yo, Gavin. Need you at the door.
Sorry, I was having a quick conference with Ethan. What's Oh, somebody's dragging him for me. Okay, thanks.
Me.
There. Gavin. See if you hear anything.
Okay, he puts
Gavin.
his
Gavin is our hireling.
puts his ear up to the door, and he suddenly his face gets very excited, and he says, "Sounds like there's several creatures there, and maybe a dwarf."
Mm-hmm.
A dwarf.
Yeah, he's saying something I don't understand.
Oh, okay. Well, let me listen. Trade places with me. Okay, now I'm going to listen because I speak Dwarven, Goblin, Halfling, Orc, Common.
That was me thinking the dwarf would speak dwarf, but okay.
Well,
I somehow
it
don't think our
might be Dwarf, but it might be Goblin. That's why I'm in there.
yeah, I don't want to trust his excellent repertoire of discerning races between
I think I'm the linguist of the group, so.
I think
Cool.
we've got a lot of linguists in the group.
Okay, cool. All right, so go ahead. So what? I'm listening. Should I roll a listen check?
Yep.
Why is it not here? Is that just intelligence?
Yeah.
13. I don't know. That's my guess. I have no idea what I rolled.
That's actually a very good guess.
I rolled. Was that the number on the die or the number of my result?
No. It's the number of your result.
Terrible.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not even that high. As you come up to the door, you start peering in, and you accidentally sort of brush up against the door, and the door makes a small creaking noise.
Oh, wonderful.
And suddenly, any voices you thought you might have heard suddenly stop.
Yeah, I don't hear anything.
All right, just as you pull back, door swings open.
which way does it swing? Towards me or away from me?
Towards you.
Damn.
And give me a second. You see, surprise, surprise, another goblin. Open the door, and he looks sort of surprised to see you. And at this point, let us roll initiative.
Oh, can I try to talk to him?
On your turn, sure.
Okay.
So, is everyone where they are, or was the door open when Arista was still in front of it? Just so I understand.
Well, as she moved back, the door a moment after she moved,
Okay,
a moment after she moved, the door sort of gets thrown open.
We're going to.
And you can see the goblin sort of quickly peer out, and then it sort of looks surprised to see you. And Sorak, I'll let you go first.
I'm going to hold my action because, for one, I don't know what the hell's coming out because the door opened towards me. I don't see anything. Other than I'm ready to, slam the door if I need to.
Okay, and yeah, I'm sorry, to be more precise, the door has opened towards you. I'm sorry, it is open towards the party, but it is open so it's now flat against the wall.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I just realized why you'd ask me that. So you would be able to see barely, if you were actually sitting that wide proud of the corner, then I guess you would see just the very outline of the goblin's belly.
That's enough for me. I step forward and I swing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And that will work.
He's giggling his butt off over here.
Cleavage.
That is an ex-orc. Ex-goblin, sorry.
Oh my. Oh
Wow.
my.
He was surprised before. Imagine his surprise now. As he's probably
what's this?
there's probably two of them now. Well, he went through the whole thing. Stunned, prone, unconscious, and then dead.
All in the matter of fractions of a second. Okay, Sorak. At that moment, Sorak, you hear a other voice that sounds very dwarvish saying, "What's going on here?"
Oh, I'm
In-
kind of stuck in the doorway, so I don't see too much beyond
Right.
what's in front of me.
Enraged by the death of his second cousin
On his father's side.
on his father's side. Oh! Oh my gosh. A crit with a weapon. Now we'll make that weapon a short sword.
This might be your opportunity to use your Mark of Zealith, eh?
10 plus. They have no strength, so we'll leave it at 10.
Do you want to
10
use your
points.
Mark of Zealith,
Wow.
Sorak?
Yes. I'm going to have to. Can it be used instinctively, or do I need to use it?
Yeah, it's may roll a dexterity or constitution check to avoid damage. On a successful DC check, the damage is halved. The DC is relative to the damage dealt.
Okay. Well,
So
I will use my mark.
I guess it doesn't say which roll for which type of damage, but I guess constitution for melee and dexterity for ranged. I guess I
Yep.
don't know.
No, that's it. That's right.
Should drop that in tower.
And so it's 4 points. Oh, and yeah, it's already. Well, no, it didn't add prime, so it's 21. You needed
It
to
does
beat
have
19.
prime. It doesn't have the bonus for prime. No.
Right, that's what I was gonna say. So your roll is actually 21, and it beats 19, so you're good.
Okay.
So you take half damage.
Half.
Oh no, to avoid. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you take half damage. Yeah.
Now I'm enraged.
Now you've upset the paladin. Okay, can I draw my bow and shoot over his shoulder to one of the goblins behind him? Let's say Goblin 2, and then if I miss, maybe Goblin 6.
Sure.
Nice.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh, okay. That was easier than I thought.
Can't believe I got hit though. Ugh.
Goblin 6 clambers over his two fallen brothers, sisters, cousins.
Oh, come on. Take the hint.
And misses badly.
Because he stepped on his friend. Or part of his friend.
Goblin 4 is gonna make He's still with us. He's gonna come forward and stand right here. Tor, finally. Looks like the dwarf is having all the fun.
Yep, I'm just going to move up to here, and is it possible to ready an action?
Yeah.
Okay. My ready action will be if an enemy moves towards either Veritan or Arista, I will attack them with my flail.
Okay.
Ethan's so excited over here. I think he's going to pee his pants. He just saw his character picture pop up, and he just about squealed with delight.
Oh, for a moment, I thought he was going to be playing the bad guy dwarf,
Oh,
No.
which I thought was also getting him excited.
no, you cannot get a 9-year-old. You cannot allow to play the bad guy.
Go wishing over there.
Wait, did I miss a turn?
15. Nope, not yet. I'm taking this creature, this dwarven creature in the back of the room decided to act.
Oh, okay.
Finally. And he, let's see. I gotta do a little bit of math here real quick. 18 plus 2 is 20. What's your AC, Sorak? 21?
21.
Oh.
Save.
He pulls out a bow and he whispers something to the bow, and then he lets loose an arrow, and it barely careens off of the top of your armor.
Good armor.
And
I instinctively duck, having standing just behind the Sorak.
all right, Arista.
Okay. So, I'm gonna take out my sling, and I'm gonna shoot. This is number 6, right? I'm gonna shoot number 6.
Just don't hit me.
Oh, and I don't have to do this in the tower. 11.
That hits nothing in the room.
That's
Fortunately.
good. At least it hits nothing.
Well, wait a minute. I'm sorry, you shot a sling from where you are?
Yeah.
Through and over your dwarven friend. Okay.
And I'm gonna say something like, you goblins could just give up and go away. I'm gonna say that in goblin.
Okay. And unfortunately, Sorak, you would notice there seems to be a somewhat youngish elf sitting sort of tied with ropes to a chair,
Aww.
sitting against the back wall.
Aww.
He seems a little bit excited to see you.
Aww.
And he says something.
Yes.
What does he say?
I have no idea.
Help.
9 PQW?
9 PQW.
You have Elvish?
I do not have Elvish.
I do have Elvish, but it's written as Elven, which is why maybe I can't read it.
Oh yeah.
Well, this is High Elven.
Ah, okay. I just speak regular Elven.
Sorak, you're up again.
Oh, I do have Elven.
Okay.
But it's not in my list here.
Can I take a step back without, well, you know what? I'm just going to take a step back. But then plug the doorway instead of me. Or actually, let me swing and then I'll take a step back. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Because for one, I'm not happy somebody hit me.
Oh, that was so nearly a 20. Yeah?
So nearly, but I'll take a hit regardless. You can eat my axe. And you know, I'm going to take a 5-foot step back.
That's okay.
Okay. Oh, these creatures are so crowded I can't get to the creature I want. There he is. One goblin chases you out of the room. And attacks. Ooh! Again.
Good board!
Wow.
You may enjoy 11 points this time.
So last time the rolls were all ones. This time the rolls were all 20s, but on the wrong side of the table. Huh?
I'll take that. Hey, it's got to balance out, right?
No, it does not. It's not fair. Kill them all.
Okay, I finally figured out how to get languages on my sheet right.
Nice.
All right, Ethan, what's the chances that I know High Elven versus Low Elven?
Low Elven?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
Because I just had on my sheet Elven. I didn't have specified which one.
There it is.
I have Low Elven? Okay.
Yeah. Well, I am an elf and I can't understand him, so.
Okay.
A Twilight elf, which apparently only speaks Elven.
Well, it's either going to speak High Elven or Low Elven. Because those are the only two Elven languages.
I would have thought Twilight elves would be High Elven, but I don't know. Didn't think enough about that. I thought
So
there was only one Elven.
If you go to the options, which is underneath the combat tracker, the gear down there, and then there's a languages tab. It will list the languages that you can choose from.
Yeah,
that will work in the chat box.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but as I said, it's not differentiated, I think, under the Elven description. So, yeah. I'll need to check it.
Dad?
Okay. It's up to you, Vartan.
Yeah, sorry, Vartan, you're next.
Sorry, didn't realize it was my turn. Okay, so is Goblin 1 still alive?
No.
I guess so. No? Which Goblin just attacked Sorek then?
He did.
Yeah,
He
just
did?
got, he showed his face, took a nice hit on Sorak, and was immediately chopped down.
In that case, I will draw my bow, pointing at that gap in the doorway, and as soon as something hostile steps into view, I will loose the arrow.
Okay, so you're sort of readying your action, Goblin 5.
And I loose the arrow as soon as he steps down into view.
Go ahead.
No!
It teetered on that 20.
It did.
Goblin 5, unfazed by the arrow, apparently, rushes at Sorak and then misses. Arista.
Is going to, without, with full on abandon, shoot her sling over Sorek's head. I mean, he is short. Right at the goblin, who I guess is probably also short.
Just don't roll very low. Oh my goodness.
Oh, jeez.
Ow.
Damn it.
At least it's not a
I think
harpoon.
Um,
code in-
Control.
yeah, I'm afraid because it is a fumble. If it was anything but a 1, I probably would have had you roll to see how bad, if you actually
Uh-huh.
do hit to confirm the fumble. But this is a fumble, so we're gonna say, go ahead and roll your damage
Okay.
from your sling.
Yeah, he just plastered me in the back of the head with a.
Uh-huh. Well, at least
That's
I
not too
rolled a
bad.
1 on damage. Okay, can I
You lied me.
it as a free action?
As
sorry.
long as it's to make the ping noise of it bouncing off Sorak.
Toink.
No, I'm just gonna say, my bad. Sorry, my bad.
Dad,
I'm thinking as the blood is pounding in my head and out of my body, I'm really not hearing that, other than knowing somebody just hit me in the back.
Yeah, I think Goblin 4, considering who he works for. Will still attack. On 20. Oh, man.
Oh,
It's
Yeah.
so
It's
bad when you
crazy.
don't roll a 20, isn't it?
yes, yes. Well, to get critted twice in one encounter, not my idea of a good time.
Wait, I heard somebody shouting in low Elven from the other room.
Must have said it in common too.
Oh, was it in common? I'm sorry, my bad.
I'm not sure because I could understand it. So it's either
Okay,
common or
that's
goblin
common.
or something like
He said "hlap,
Hello, hello,
hlap."
hello.
Let's see. Again, the dwarf mumbles something to his bow, and an arrow flies through the air, striking me square in the chest. Sorak,
What? No.
for 13 points of damage.
that. Oh my.
Whoa.
I teeter and tip over.
Oh
Oh,
no!
no. You never used the shielding that you had on your armor, did you?
Next round to try it. I was going to. I'm looking at it. I'm going, oh shit! I should have used that, but no, I forgot the first round after getting cleaved. I should have used it, but yes, I am oozing out of multiple places. I am -6, just so you know.
Arista, you see,
Well, now that he's fallen to the ground.
what's that?
Well, now that he's fallen to the ground.
You have a clear shot, if that's what you're
Yeah.
saying. Well, you muttered to yourself, well, that's fortunate.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So, yeah. Huh. Thanks, Sorak.
gurgle, gurgle.
Is this?
In an attempt not to possibly hit his prone body, you aim very high, and your sling just flies through the air. Very high.
Mm-hmm.
This creature is going to, let's see. What's he going to do? He's going to step. Actually, he doesn't have to. He's now got Varaton in his sights.
Nice knowing you, world.
If he hits for that much damage, I don't like being in his sight. So. Oh, god damn.
Well, he hits you
Oh,
for only
oh.
6 points of damage.
That's enough. Ow.
So that rune of zeal allows someone else to take damage for another person.
Yeah. No, I think actually no, 6 points. I won't mitigate that. I'll save it for something heavier, just in case.
Yeah, I already used
Yeah.
mine. This thing counting.
Yeah.
Right? No, yeah, I'm saying the other two.
Could have taken the damage
Right.
of your last hit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who
just throwing that
would
out
have
there. Just in case.
beaten my 13 points of damage for me?
13 points would have almost killed me and would probably have killed Arista. So the 13 points, we just can't take it for him.
Okay, so I am then going to seeing that I am a seasoned veteran of various combats. I probably assess that Sorak is grievously wounded. So throwing caution to the wind, I'm going to cast first aid upon him.
Okay.
So it basically stabilizes him. Well, yeah. Gosh. So out of character for just a minute. I have either the option to cast first aid on you, Sorak, or I can cast sanctuary and making it difficult for them to attack you again. What would you prefer, sir?
Well, I'm thinking first aid.
Okay, first aid it is then. So he stops bleeding.
Yeah, I think they're going to focus on the standing up people before they start finishing us off.
Okay, so basically that you're stabilized, you're no longer bleeding, and that's basically the effect of it right now. It doesn't heal anything yet, but at least you're no longer bleeding.
Yeah, you are aware that the rule is changed. No, wait, the rule may already be changed. Let me just check the latest player handbook. It was supposed to be changed.
For the spell?
Yeah, because it was determined that it was not useful enough.
Oh, okay.
Page 109. But I was on page 109. Okay, I'll just do a search. First aid. Prevents further loss of bleeding. Oh no, they didn't update it. They promised he would, but they forgot
So
to do
it was. It
It
is
cures
supposed to
no
heal?
damage. No, Steve said he was going to update it so that it at least heals something.
Okay.
Because he felt it wasn't quite right. The bandages are more useful than the first aid spell.
It just
but-
keeps you from having to make a roll, though.
Yeah,
In my case, though, I was in -6, so if he stabilized me, that's a lot more than useful than a bandage.
yeah, I suppose. But it was when the caster lays hands on the living creature, this minor healing spell magically bandages any wounds on the creature's body, preventing further loss of hit points from bleeding, prevents an infection but cures no damage. So it wasn't updated despite Steve's promises.
Bummer.
So, you know what? I agree. It is a bit underpowered. So let's just go ahead and add 2 points healing.
Well, if I was in -6, so if it stabilizes, that essentially was 6 points.
Okay.
However, I mean, I'll gladly take 2 points to get another spit at these guys, but
Yeah. So wait a minute. I'm sorry. You're saying you're taking your hit points back to 0?
essentially, if it stabilizes me, that's kind of back to 0. I'm not dying.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
So do you have to be below 0 to be bleeding out? Is that the case?
He would have been because he got tagged by penetrating, weapons.
Yeah.
So he definitely would be bleeding.
-6 is just on the threshold of bleeding out at 1 point per round. So at -7 to -9, you're mortally wounded and lose 1 hit point per round after reaching -7. Aid administered to the wound stops the hit point loss. So first aid effectively only really works on -7 to -9. -1 to -6 You're unconscious and grievously wounded, but you're not taking damage each round. But any healing, any magical healing, can only take you back up to 0 hit points. So once you get magically healed, say he had -6 and you healed him for 8 points, that would
I'd
only
still
take
be-
him back to 0, and then any
Makes
healing
sense.
after that takes full effect.
Okay.
So your first aid effectively does nothing in this case, and if it doesn't heal for some points of damage, because he wasn't losing any wounds anyway per round.
So, so from the -6 point, there was no danger of him continuing to bleed out.
No, that's only at -7 to -9 that they continue bleeding out.
Okay. Well, Mark, would I be aware of that? Is there possible for a mulligan or?
This is why the first aid spell was supposed to be tweaked, let's say. But as I say, I guess in all the other adjustments they made in the books, they forgot to tweak the first aid spell.
Yeah, when I was reading through it initially, I was thinking that there was a bleeding component, and that since there was language in the spell itself that says it stops the bleeding, and it functionally puts you back at 0 because from 0 there was not a bleeding element. But if it only occurs at -7 forward, then I definitely probably wouldn't have cast it.
Roll a 1d6.
Okay.
On a 1 or a 2.
Well, yeah,
you
someone
would lose the
just
spell.
did write on the 5th of January. By the way, I learned last session the latest printing of player handbook changed first aid to actually heal damage. So maybe I'm looking at the wrong copy of the latest.
Yeah,
player handbook.
I'll let you go ahead and take the spell back if that's what you're thinking.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't prefer to cast it, obviously knowing that it's not really going to do anything.
Mhm.
Even if there was a blood loss component, then I still would have done it, even though, just to save myself from making and possibly failing a roll. But since there's not really any element to the spell that's advantageous for him at this point, then I probably wouldn't cast it.
Yeah.
Instead, I would probably, I'll cast my sanctuary spell on him just in case.
Well, so since we're sort of out of character for the moment, I will warn you that some creatures may be prone to making sure that someone is really dead. Can't think of a better way to say that.
Yeah, that's sort of my concern. Yeah. So with Sanctuary cast on, then they have to try to make a saving throw to at least attack him again.
Yeah, but he already shot at Baraton anyway. So at this point, it's safe to assume he's not trying to go for sure death. But
okay, well, if that's the case, then again, hopefully, from being in combat before, since it doesn't look like he's going to focus on Sorak anymore, I'll just attack the goblin number 4 with my flail.
Okay.
I'm just going to download, see if there's an update to the player's handbook, because there's a discrepancy between what they're saying in the forums and what my copy of the book says. So.
Ah, shite.
But we'll just I'll look it up now, and we'll know for after this combat for the future. But for now, he should be stable at -6.
Baeloth, if you want to try, give me a dexterity check, and you could try to escape your bonds. So, Ethan, if you can, grab the 20-sided dice in the bottom corner and drag and drop it in the chat section. You can figure out how to do that?
Question.
Yeah.
Is the chair tied to the ground?
No.
Okay. Can I pick up the chair? How heavy is it?
That's a good question. Your legs are bound such that you would not be able to stand up in the chair. You could rock it side to side, but your ankles are bound to the feet of the chair, so you wouldn't be able to stand up. You could try to go forward.
In fact, first aid bandages. I've just downloaded the latest book. It bandages bleeding wound and does 1d2 heals 1d2 of damage. So
Okay.
my copy was pre update.
Yep.
I'm gonna do the D12.
D20.
Oh, 20. Ready?
Yeah.
7.
You got to roll it in the chat section, buddy. So drag the die and drop it on the chat section. You got it. Oh, so close, buddy. Not quite. You missed it by a couple of points. So next round you can try again, okay?
I'm gonna do one free action.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna say, help him.
Help him?
Yeah.
Oh.
I nod my head at the dwarf.
Clap him.
Well, I don't know. That dwarf was not very kind to Baeloth. Remember he said, well, you can share what he said. He's not a friend of Baeloth.
No, I'm.
How about me?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I get you. Sorak. The dwarf on the floor.
The other dwarf, the unconscious dwarf.
Yeah.
The better looking dwarf.
Okay.
All right, Vartan, you're next.
He's with
Oh
us.
wait, I'm sorry. Sorry. You already skipped Sorak because he's unconscious. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to take a pot shot at the dwarf who took a pot shot at me,
Okay.
knowing that if I miss by a lot, I might hit the goblin by mistake.
Don't miss by a whole lot, or you
Yeah.
might like spike me with the second arrow.
Oh, god damn it.
Ha! Ha!
So you were shooting at the dwarf. Go ahead and roll another attack.
Another attack.
Yep.
Hang on.
Roll.
Oh, okay. So in this tight space, you and through the very narrow frame of the door, you accidentally hit the goblin 4.
Well, that's unfortunate. Sorry, Goblin 4. Didn't mean it, mate.
Mm-hmm. So Goblin 4 is no longer with us. And that leaves Goblin 5.
There's a Goblin 5.
Yep. There's another one standing right up.
Sneaky goblins.
Ooh, okay. Listens to his master. He's good. Oh, where's Goblin 5? I gotta somehow pick him up. Takes a couple steps forward, stands on the back of Sorak, and attacks Vartan. And misses badly.
Ha.
I'm all slick with blood.
And as if driven by the whips of his master, he makes another attack immediately. And yeah, you're above 15, yeah?
17.
Okay. Wouldn't even be 15,
Sorry,
I'm saying.
16, sorry, because I don't have a shield bonus.
Yeah, you're fine. I
Using
don't
a
know.
bow.
I'm adding the wrong math anyway. All right, Arista.
Okay. I gotta see if I can target. I can target him. You know, everybody's down on the ground. It'd be easy to attack.
Oh, hello, 14.
That was terrible.
Is that at the goblin?
Yeah, the goblin.
Yep, you hit him.
Oh, yay!
Nice.
I hit something, guys.
Well done.
Well done. Yay.
Standing on top of me.
For 1 damage. Wow.
Just like you hit me.
1. All for 1 and 1 for all. I'm gonna continue saying that every time there's a 1.
All right, Bailoff, you want to try breaking your ropes again?
Yeah.
All right.
Same amount?
Yep, same thing. Roll your d20. Oh, buddy, so close. All right, Vartan. You got a goblin right in your face.
Oh, she didn't kill it?
Oh, no. Not going to do much with a 1.
Okay. Well, I'm going to have to drop the bow and grab the spear and then try and stab Goblin 5 with it. Okay, Goblin 5, I don't like to do this to you, but, you know, needs must.
Oh, my goodness.
Ooh, nice.
He quivers on the end.
So that's 11 plus... That's 15 points of damage. Did that do him?
That puts the thing, it dents its skull. Or caves in the side of his face, rather, because that was a spear, and he is absolutely dead.
Nice.
Hope you like that spear. Hope you like that.
And let's see, who's next? Oh, Mr. Bow.
No.
16. You said yours was AC was 17?
16, because I'm not using a shield.
Yep, so that's going to hit. Or
Okay,
7.
This time I'm going to use my Marker Zealith.
Okay, and that's 7 points of damage, by the way.
Okay, so Dex for half.
Dex, yep, it's a bow. It's an arrow.
Oh, nice.
So what's half of 7 in this case?
4.
Okay, cheers.
Then
Vartan looks quite hurt by that.
all right, Tor.
I'll rush through the door as I see the last arrow fly out of the doorway, and I'm going to bum rush this unidentified creature here.
Okay.
Attacking him with my flail. Damn it, damn it.
Thorak, unfortunately, and you're up again.
Oh, sweet. Mother of mercy. I apparently am not doing very well today.
Yeah, the scales are tilted. Ethan, are you still there?
Nice.
All right, you give it one last very... You grit your teeth and you wiggle as fast as you can, and the ropes slide right off of you. And you can now... well, that'll be your turn, and then if you want to, on the next turn, you can go and grab at least your weapon. It's sitting in the corner. And that'll be your move, and then if you want to make an attack... Not sure if you can see him from the corner, but we'll play it by ear, okay, bud? And fire time. You now have something. Oh no, you weren't. You have your spear right now.
Yeah, I guess I can't attack past a huge, great big orc. So yeah, I'm actually going to get out my bandages and start bandaging up Sorak.
Okay. Yeah, I do believe he was hit twice, so
Yeah, so
definitely
I'll
has at
use,
least 2 wounds.
2 bandages to patch him up.
Arista.
So I'll just roll the first one. It's 1d2, and then potentially if I make a class roll, it's another 1 point.
Are you there, Jen?
Okay, so you get 3 points of healing, Sorek, for
Ooh,
the first bandage.
still gurgle gurgle.
So let me ask something about that, because it said that if you're at a certain point, you have to rest 24 hours before you start to heal. But can you bandage them to start to heal first, or do you have to actually wait?
Uh,
I'm just
We
wondering
could
if
not hear you.
I'm not.
Now?
Now,
There you are.
yeah,
My understanding is that they have to wait 24 hours before they get any natural healing, so they can't even start to recover. Even if we have a night's rest now, it won't give him any hit points back, for example.
Okay, so that's what I was wondering. I just wanted to
He
make
needs,
sure that
yeah,
we can bandage him and he can heal, but he won't heal naturally on his own for 24 hours. Is that right?
yeah, and that's 24 hours of bed rest, I think. So
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Stand here. And I'm going to wait for the first bad guy to come through the door. I'm not sure how I'll know he's a bad guy, but I'm hoping that Tor will have sorted that out for me by the time he comes back through.
I haven't been doing so well in sorting so far. Maybe the pendulum will swing back for me.
Yeah, and I'm gonna run in. I'm gonna yell into the room. I'm gonna say, "Tor, what you got going? Need a hand?"
This treacherous cur is attempting to escape.
Oh, okay. Well, now that I have that, let me look at my spells. Bloodlust will not work here. Not looking for expulsion of pretense. Don't need to preserve him. Certainly not going to use genoplasm on him. Not going to raven him either. Don't need to serpent's kiss him. I got nothing. I got nothing. Sorry.
No worries.
well, have you got any bandages you can help me with, Sorek?
Oh, do I have any bandages?
old bandage Varaton.
Nope. But you know
I'll
what
be
I can do? Since I had my sling in my hand and my stones, I'll just reach into the other pouch and I'll shove a stone in his mouth.
choke to death on this.
Me, I go, what the heck? If I could, that's what I would do.
All right, so I'm going to shove a stone in his mouth.
Are you gonna chomp his? Are you gonna move his jaw to chomp it to swallow,
Yep.
or?
Yep.
You gonna rub
I'm
my
now
neck like
down
a
to-
dog? Give me to swallow it?
How
I'm
much
now
do
down
they
to
do?
20 stones.
Just so you know, if you try to do this, you're gonna have to succeed on a dex check. If you fail, Zorak will start to begin to choke.
Okay, I can do this.
Okay.
No holds barred, man.
I'm glad you feel confident.
Oh, you are
Whoa.
so lucky.
Oh,
You managed to get the stone to slide down his throat. You have to actually lick it first to lubricate it, and then you
Why?
kind of.
It's sitting in milk.
True that. Never mind.
How much does he get from that one?
1.
1. Well, that's all right. My next bandage then should bring him back to 0 with even a little bit of luck. So.
Okay. What's the evil one doing?
All right, he takes his defensive step back and lets loose another arrow at Varaton and misses. Why did we jump around?
He's really got it in for me, hasn't he?
Yeah.
There's an orc in your face. Take him down.
All right, Baeloth, you want to run to the corner and grab your... You can grab one weapon, either a sword or a bow.
I'm gonna turn and try and punch at the unidentified creature.
Oh, you're going to just go to fist. I like it. All right. You kind of step in and stand shoulder to shoulder with Tor and...
Unarmed combat on your character sheet. Open your character sheet. Over here. Click on that. And then you're going to go to Combat tab. The Combat tab. It's over here. No, right here. See, it says Combat. There you go. Okay.
Get him.
Hey, Mark, you didn't put unarmed combat.
Oh. Well, because it's so rarely used. Just roll a d20, buddy. What is strength or dex?
Strength.
All right.
Main. Okay. So
you have a 1 bonus on strength, so that's 17. And yes, that will hit.
Yay.
Nice.
Okay. And what's that? D4 because improvised weapon essentially.
Yeah, just roll a d4.
Okay, so you're gonna come
Plus strength bonus. Huh?
This one here. He's got a +1 strength bonus.
Yep. D4 plus 1.
There you go. Why is that not showing? Okay, try again. I think you just dropped it instead of rolled it.
Yeah, you have to drop it in the chat. Huh?
He has like twice. I don't know why it's not rolling.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
There
we
he goes.
There it goes.
Ooh, nice. Now he has a +1 to strength.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Okay.
Good hit.
Good hit.
You look surprised. What? All right, Tor.
Oh man!
You see this elf come land a nice punch to the side of the dwarf's head.
Can you hear
So-
me?
Yes.
Mark, Ethan wasn't quite done yet. He wanted to do a free action.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, Ethan.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Do you like jam apples?
A taunt. I like it. All right.
Okay, sorry.
So once I get over the brief shock of an elf smack talking and throwing hands with somebody, I'm gonna recover my stuff and attack with my flail again.
All right.
I guess not. That's 3 misses in a row.
You have green dice?
Yeah, you can change the color.
Oh, that's cool. I gotta do that. I don't know, but
Varaton.
You just right click the dice. Actually, nope, not in Unity. That's wrong. In Unity, it looks like you do it in the colors. It's right above that option gear you were talking about before.
Yep. Okay. All right, I'm gonna mute so that Ethan and I can do this.
Hey, Mark, I noticed that the chime is turned off for whenever you end your turn. Did you not want that? I just want to make sure I didn't actually turn it off on myself.
No, that's it's probably off. I don't hear it. I've never heard it. So let me see if that's something I can turn on.
It was on last week, and I just wanted to make sure I didn't do something to mess it up.
No, it was definitely off. I just turned it on.
Okay, cool.
I probably looked at that and said, "Yeah, I don't need all these distractions."
Probably, yeah. So this dwarf is bobbing and weaving in front of me. I can't even lay a glove on him, unlike the elf. But hopefully Veritan will kill him.
Veritan's busy bandaging up the dwarf again. So hang on, let me get another D2 in there. Yeah, I won't even roll the class check because I can't take him above 0 anyway, but that'll take him back to 0. So now any magical healing will have full effect on him, but he's still unconscious.
Sweet.
And that, hang on. There we go.
What was that?
Arista.
Is my turn again?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So, can I shove another stone down his throat?
Same rules as before.
Okay, I just gotta roll dexterity check.
Yep.
Right?
Just beat a 15.
Oh.
Well, it's prime, so at least you got that going for you.
Yeah.
It's 19.
Oh.
Oh, good.
So you managed to get it down his throat. So wait a minute, though. Why is it +4? That's odd. Let me check this.
Plus I'm a level 3.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
that'll be it.
It's your level, right. Okay. You done?
Yeah.
Zorak.
Can I say something encouraging to him, like, come back to me, Zorak?
One health and he wakes up, I guess.
Is it just one more?
No, one more is it. He's awake on 1 hit point there.
Oh, good.
You picked him up.
Can you tell them I'm going to okay?
Zorak,
Okay.
are you there?
Yes.
You're
Wait-
awake.
wait until
You're
Cool.
awake and it's your turn.
You have 1 hit point
And you
left.
sort of feel fairly woozy.
Yeah. Can I try to use my own lay hands?
On yourself?
Yes.
Sure. Sort of.
Or gives me strength. That'll be 4 points.
Okay.
Laying there, tapping myself.
Anything else?
Nothing else I can do right now. I'm gonna lay here.
Alright, this creature did not like the way that elf looked at him. So he's going to take another partial step back defensively and raise his bow. And unfortunately, our elf does not have his armor on. So at 14...
Ouch.
Second. 6. So he is at 12, but I think he has a shirt.
Get him back.
Alright. Are you back, Ethan?
He is.
Okay. So
He's
when...
back.
So here's the problem. So you're about to be hit, but they took your gear off, so you're not wearing your armor, but you are still wearing this silk shirt.
Okay.
I had no clue that this would actually be useful, so we're gonna try it. So go ahead. Can you roll a d10? We're gonna have you roll it twice. The first one is the tens.
Or just roll 2 dice.
No.
If you can figure that out, you can. It's a little more tricky to roll it as a percentile. So just roll a d10 twice.
Right click it. You right click it.
One.
And then do. There you go. Now, make sure you. There you go.
Roll 2. 6, 19.
Oh, you actually did roll a d100. Well, Mama helped you, and guess what you did? You succeeded.
Woohoo!
So
Yeah.
that shirt manages to deflect the arrow, so you only take 1 point of damage.
Nice.
Okay. When did I get hit?
Just now.
Just now. On unidentified creature's turn.
And it's your turn, Bailoth. So I just took care of that hit point of damage, so don't worry about that. It's your turn. You want to smack talk? You want to continue to punch him?
Punch him.
All
Can he
right.
punch him from where he is, or does he have to move?
You do have to move a little bit.
Give me a second.
You can stand
Or
side by side with Tor, so it's
Okay.
fine. Yeah. Let me put you just right here, okay?
oh, there you go. Daddy put you there.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna roll the same thing you did last time. You're gonna roll that d20. Remember, get a little.
Another haymaker.
3.
Not so good, buddy.
Not so good.
You should change the color of your numbers on your dice.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm like, is that a glitch?
No, it's a toggle. It can
Yeah.
either be white or black depending on how dark your die is.
Yep. All right, Vartan.
Did you fix it? Okay.
Okay, I'm going to bandage myself this time. Sorry, I can't be that involved in the fight just yet. So that's 1 and a class check. Yes, so
Nice
2
purple.
points. Yeah, since I can change my colors of my dice, then got to be that.
What was I at? The HP?
Daddy fixed it for you.
Arista.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Well then. I don't remember what it was Tor said to me.
I said he's trying to get away.
Oh, he's trying to get away. Okay, so I'm gonna come over here. And I'm gonna shout duck. And I'm gonna shoot.
Um,
14.
oh, that's your full attack. So no, that's a miss.
Okay.
And fortunately, not so low. You have to worry about hitting somebody else.
Right.
Or
And
All right, let's try. See if we can get an attack on him this time.
this time for sure.
Oh man, look at that crap! I'm having really bad luck today.
You know, that's how this
Okay.
game goes.
That's it. I'm going to
Good.
snatch up my bow now. I'm done healing people. And I'm going to shoot that unidentified creature. It's time.
Man, we're all cursed.
except that you rolled under. Yeah, you rolled so low. Roll another attack.
At least I can't get hit by this one.
Sorry, man. Nothing personal.
I understand.
Hope that doesn't hit.
Now roll a d6. On 1 or 2, it's Bailoth. 2 or 3 or 4, it's Tor. And Bailoth. Once again, it's an arrow attack. So roll a percentile again.
Do you remember how to do that? The 210, so where you right click and then you did the percent.
Oh, you got it by 1.
Nice.
Sweet.
Once again, 1 point of damage only, buddy.
Okay, I'll grab it.
Whoa.
Did you take the 1 point of damage from the last time as well, Ethan?
I-
or Mark?
I did. He took care of it. He's got it.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I shout, sorry!
I yell back,
It's the name of this encounter.
All right, the dwarf has a look of desperation on his face. First, he chuckles at the arrow hitting the elf, and he decides that he is no longer interested in having a hallway fight with 5, 6 folks. So he decides to run for it.
I'm going to have words with our rogue after this.
So, you know what? You're absolutely right. Where is the rogue? A rogue was never got put on the combat tracker, and I never noticed it. I'm so sorry.
He's been snuck off and he's been counting the money.
Exactly. In fact,
They're all busy.
He's been sneaking
Oh,
so well. He's been trying to make a back attack, and he's been doing it so carefully and so slowly that none of us have noticed.
all right, I'll let every one of you get an attack of opportunity.
Oh no.
Yay.
What is
You're gonna roll that d20.
Wow.
See, he liked his odds.
Why wouldn't he?
That 17 will hit.
fine.
What?
That 16 will be a +1.
Okay, that's 17. That'll hit.
Can I do my attack now?
That 4 will not hit.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ethan.
D20.
So,
Yeah, D20.
oh, and Ethan.
What?
Ethan, you missed. Missed by a little bit, buddy.
Okay, I did 1 point as he went by.
Okay. He barely flinches.
I had to punch him.
What's
How's he heavy?
Barton? Oh, the damage 9. Oof. Well, that'll do it.
That put him a little bit. All right.
Sweet.
Yeah. By the time he gets a blow to the back of the head, and then as he's swinging by Barton, he just reaches out and stabs him, and just kind of skids forward, face plants into the corner up here. Drops to the floor, blood gushing from his side.
Sweet.
Yeah, now I'm going to have to go and check out that rogue of ours, find out what he's doing. So let us know if we're off initiative, and then...
Yeah, at the moment there's no immediate threat.
Can I
Okay.
crawl over to the prone thing? Dwarf?
Mm-hmm.
Can I go down?
You will. Go ahead.
Oh, it's 'cause I'm prone. That's why I can't.
Yeah, hang on. I'm not sure I really want to do this, so let me... Okay. Well, let's deal with Vartan first. You do find that the rogue is back here. He seems like he's just sort of snooping around.
Hey, what are you doing, man?
I'm doing what you hired me to do. I'm searching.
Look, whenever combat comes, we need you watching our back. We need you helping out. We do not need you scampering back to some back room like a sniveling coward, just looking for extra things to line your pockets with. If you're going to be working with us, you work with us. If you're not, then you can leave now empty-handed. Huh?
Well, we did not discuss combat pay. Our contract says do the searching and the lockpicking and the finding. Does not state anything about combat.
Well, if you want pay, it needs to be with combat too. Huh? In fact, I'm going to be a bit more charismatic than that because I'm not so blunt. Sorry. Forgetting my character here. So I explained to him in great detail that he was hired to be a part of the team. Did we offer him? How much did we offer him? Was it a full share or something? I can't remember. Does anyone remember?
We did this before the holidays.
Yeah, I think it was a full share.
I think
Was
it
it?
was.
Yeah. So I explained to him in great detail that if he's going to take a full share, then he needs to be participating fully with everyone. If he doesn't want to share, then he's welcome to leave. But he's not going to get rewarded for lurking around in back corridors. Like I say, turning on the charisma and explaining this very nicely, very gently, but very authoritatively that, you know, it's not an option to be doing this.
He will apologize and say he didn't realize that you were actually needed his help. So
yeah, I looked down at the arrows probably still sticking out of my body and looked back at him. And, yeah, we could have done with an extra pair of hands back there.
all right, won't happen again, Governor.
Thank you very much. Now, if you can go back and help the others, we've got. Was that unidentified creature was a dwarf?
He was a dwarf.
Okay, I've got a dwarf to check out. So I walk back, but with him, not just turning my back and leaving him here.
Sure.
And then we walk back to the group together, and I check out this corpse on the ground. I'm also going to be trying to retrieve my arrows from this and the previous combats as well, because I haven't been collecting them, but we're still in the same area for now.
Does anybody else want to be doing anything else?
Yeah, I want to
I do.
crawl over, roll over to get over to this unidentified creature.
Okay.
I want to get a good look at it.
Okay, you'll be there before me because I'm dealing with the rogue, so it's up to you.
Yeah, but I can't move because I'm prone.
Yeah, you should be unprone now because you're
He'd be unprone.
But he physically can't move because you've got a prone tag on him.
Oh,
Yeah, I physically can't move.
how about now?
Yeah, now.
So in Unity, you can't turn a tag off that's on you. You have to have the DM do it.
A good question. I don't know.
I don't either. I know in Classic you could do it, but I guess you can't do it in Unity. I'm actually going to turn to the elf, and I'm going to raise the visor on my bassinet and put my hand on his shoulder and say, "Are you well, friend?"
Can you say it real loud, bud?
Wounded, but not that much.
Can you hear us, guys?
Yeah, I heard you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You said you were wounded, but not that much.
That was a sound blow you struck. How did you end up here? Seemed to be a fair amount of anger behind that punch.
Yes, I was angry.
How did you end up here, Heath?
Two of my friends got killed while we were trying to find out something about my friend's dad.
Oh.
That is unfortunate.
And they dragged you here, right?
Yeah.
And they said that they kept calling you a prince, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they kept saying they were going to ransom you.
Are you indeed a prince?
No.
They were probably mistaken, weren't they?
Yeah.
Well, they're dwarves and goblins, so they're not the smartest creatures in the world.
Hey, 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 hey. Ah,
So I'll point to the rest of his equipment, or what I assume to be his equipment, since I saw him run. Well, no, I didn't actually. I didn't see him go pick up anything.
Mhm.
I'll point to that equipment over there and say, that does that belong to you?
Yeah.
Well, best kit up. We may not be out of danger yet.
Do you know what he means by kit up? It means put on your stuff.
Okay.
And carry around your weapon.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I walk over to the spot where my armor is and stuff. My chain, I assume.
Yep, and then all the items that are on your character sheet are in that corner with you.
Okay. I put on my armor. I grab my weapons, and I'm ready to go.
So meanwhile, on the other dwarf,
mhm.
lying on the floor, he had, of course, that bow, which looks quite ornate. Looks like it's masterfully carved. Seems to have some sort of amulet around his neck. He had a bearded axe on his hip that he never brought out. He's got a backpack, and that's it.
So, Sorak, you're the one who finds all this, huh?
Yeah.
I will add it to the party sheet. Well, not
Mainly
quite
what
yet.
I want to do-
What's that?
Mainly what I want to do is make sure he's dead.
Okay. And how are you going to ensure that he's dead?
While it would be very unpaladin-like, but maybe more dwarven-like, I smash his head into the ground until I
Oh.
hear it pop.
Okay.
But that would be very unpaladin-like.
That's Ethan. That's a love tap. Don't worry about
Yeah.
it. He did
I-
not just cave in his skull. Don't worry about
Certainly not. No,
It's okay.
it was a tickle fight. Huh?
Dad,
Yeah.
I want to go look at the dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna move out the door and head over to the dwarf.
Okay. Yeah, you see it.
I'm gonna pick up his bow.
Oh, you gonna pick up the bow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Um.
And some arrows.
Okay.
I watch that and my eyes get really big because I know the danger of what these things can do.
Picking things up randomly.
Yes. Ornate things are usually never good.
Well, nothing happens to the elf as he picks up the bow.
Well, that's lucky.
Even though I'm groggy and half in and out of it, I less want to do detect evil, make sure the bow's not evil.
And you don't get any sense of evil or good from the bow.
Okay.
No aura.
With that, I just kind of roll over. Just fumble around as well as I can, trying to find my skin because I need a drink.
Okay.
Okay, as I'm leaving the investigation of the dead dwarf to the live dwarf, I will go retrieve some arrows instead.
Yep. So you're picking up arrows. Anybody?
Yeah. Between
Arista?
combats, it was 6 shot. How many will I recover?
Why don't you roll a 1d4 and add 2?
That's okay. Thanks.
Yep. All but one. Anybody else? Arista?
No.
I don't really have anything I need to do other than if anybody wants a snack,
I look at her and I'm like,
I have treats.
Yeah, I think Sorek and myself could do with some treats.
How many treats would you like?
Sorek, how many of her pebbles are you down to consuming? Rock belly, yeah?
What?
I'll have to change my name to Ellie. Because I'm
"Rock?"
down to 15.
They're magic rocks.
Oh
They'll make you feel better. They're like medicine.
Oh no.
A little rough on the gut, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get your fiber.
they just take a little extra fiber. It'll come right. It'll pass right through.
Don't have to worry about taking your vitamins because you get all the minerals you need.
I'll pass.
You're gonna pass.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. How many did you want, Sora?
I don't really want to eat a whole bunch of rocks.
Eat a whole bunch of rocks.
You know what?
I'll take 2.
2 it is.
If he can make do with 2, I will only take 2 as well.
Okay then.
I will say.
Oh, you want some?
Yeah, 2.
Okay. You can have 2.
So I will take my 2. That
So I'm going to move from here over to where the group is congregated. What did he have any valuable possessions that might aid us in our quests?
I point towards the bow and the arrows the young elf is holding. As I swallow down like a horse pill another.
I take my 2 rocks.
That axe looks a bit nifty too, huh? I nod down towards the axe on his belter.
Well, I'm going to cast my detect magic spell and focus
Ooh.
on the zone, that area right there.
Okay. You get a strong sense of aura, particularly the bow and the amulet.
For each.
So I'm gonna take.
Amulet.
So I'm going to set the various things aside. So take the axe off of his belt and set it off to the side. Look at that individually. Does that emanate anything?
No. It just looks
Okay.
finely worked.
Excellent. My friends, it appears the bow and the amulet are Dwemer crafted of some type of magic. Nothing more at this point. Can I reveal?
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out the amulet being more common. It looks like it has a symbol of a. What would it be a symbol of? I'm drawing a blank. It looks like an amulet of health. +2 amulet of health.
Okay. So I'll share that with the group. I've seen these before. It appears to be what is colloquially known as an amulet of health.
Really?
Bow is a little. See, the tech magic, I guess, really wouldn't have anything to do with your knowledge of the actual item. So
it just
I'll give you a general description. So the magic you sense from it, it looks like the magic has some sort of binding component to it, and it seems quite strong and has a like a sworn enemy kind of component to it.
Okay, I share all that. I see this when I gaze at the bow. Do the arrows appear magical individually?
Nope, they look like regular.
So I set those aside in the same pile with the axe. So what we have is the bow and the amulet as the only sources of magic.
Yep. And you still got chainmail on it, and he has a backpack which nobody has opened.
Well, I was kind of assuming that Sorek went through things, so I've left it to him. If he hasn't gone through the backpack, I'm not aware.
He's too busy working his frustration out on that guy's skull page.
I'm over it now. I'm just drinking from my skin, leaned up against the wall.
So that was everything you found on him then, Sorek?
I didn't dig that deep.
You didn't dig...
There might be other stuff on him.
Well, I'll take his backpack off and basically dump it out on the ground.
Okay.
Nice.
Give me a dexterity save.
Nice.
Oh, you didn't break the potions in there, did you?
Well, no, I mean, I'm not.
No, I assume he wasn't being careless about it.
Dexterity save.
When you said I make a dexterity roll, I was assuming you were just tipping the whole thing up and giving it a good shake.
As you go, as you go to open it, you notice there's a sort of a little needle near where the flap ties up to the outside, and you quickly note it and realize that probably would have ruined your day. So carefully avoid the needle and undo the wrap and empty out the contents. You find a
Me visibly sigh.
what?
You see me visibly sigh, like disappointed that he didn't get stuck with the needle.
Okay.
I turn my head and look at you questioningly for a moment and then shake my head and continue doing what I was doing.
Okay. I'm gonna go walk over to. How do I pronounce?
I mumble something about Serpent's Kiss.
What's your name now?
And I just added a number of items to the party sheet. So you'll find a number of platinum pieces, some gold.
The diamond.
Yeah, 3 diamonds.
Only 3.
Now, you should note that the gem economy in this area is not exactly what you might expect. Normally, you would think diamonds would be probably the most valuable gem, but they are not, actually. And I'm trying to find how much they would be worth.
Okay. And you go step over to right? Or something like that?
Arista is my character's name. Is that what you're saying?
Step over to Arista.
Oh, are you going to come talk to me?
Sapphires, high quality sapphires and emerald are worth far more than diamonds. At least locally.
Okay. I start talking to Arista.
That was a mighty fine punch you threw there.
Trust me, it was nothing compared to what I did.
Really? Why didn't
Nice.
you do the other thing then first?
Nice.
Oh.
I hate to do this, guys, but I got to check.
Yeah, no, I understand. It's right at 4, so.
Yeah. No, usually I'm okay, but today, kind of short.
Well, enjoy the rest of your Sunday.
Yep.
Yep. And
Thanks.
See you next week.
Yep.
See you next week.
And Ethan, I hate to cut it short for you too, but we gotta wrap it up. So,
Okay.
you feel very compelled, buddy, that you really need to complete your quest. So you're gonna have to take your leave.
Sorry, guys, but I have to take my.
Okay, before
Well met.
he goes, I ask if he. Oh, he's gone. Or is he gone? I'm not sure.
No, he's still
here.
there.
I'd heard the bidding. I ask if he'd mind leaving the bow with us, and I offer him my composite bow in exchange.
Hey, okay.
Oh, and I'll give him a few stones
For the journey. Well, you already have a bow, Ethan, so he doesn't really need any more bows.
Okay.
Okay.
I grabbed the
Thank you, my friend. Here,
Thank you.
I'm gonna give him 4 stones. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 stones.
4 stones. Wow.
It's
We
4 steeped stones in the notes in the inventory section of your character sheet. I'll help you spell it.
Inventory.
Okay. So in
Give me
the
a sec.
you're gonna write steeped
Where?
stones.
While they're doing that, I'll just reiterate. It sounded like this dwarf was leading at least some of the
ED.
goblins in this area. Certainly the ones that were in the room with him, and they ambushed and attacked this elf and slayed 2 of his friends, captured him, bound him, and then mistook him for a prince.
Ooh. So we have rescued the prince. Well, prince.
Well, but I think you asked him. He said he's not a prince, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's take my leave.
The oath bow, in the description of the book, it says it's a composite longbow, but given that a dwarf was using it, I would guess it's a composite short bow in this case. Or is it actually a composite longbow?
It is a composite longbow.
Okay.
I might ask that if no one else is in need of it, that I might be allowed to take the amulet of help.
I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that. I would normally think that it would. Yeah. No, that's fine. I was going to suggest our frontline guys would need it more, but maybe no. After seeing you run into that wall last time, you hold on to that.
You're a little too klutzy and clumsy.
Yeah.
A little more insurance to help.
With that in mind, I forgot to take some. I'll take a couple of stones of my own. My stones are quickly running out.
So it looks as your elf acquaintance, says he left, he checked out some of the wine stores. I don't think anybody took any of that wine, did they?
No, we didn't.
No.
Left all those casks and kegs?
It's homegrown wine. We're
Yep.
kind of sick of it.
Well, maybe he recognized that on one of those things and decided to take a small cask with him, so.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks
Bye,
for
Ethan.
joining us.
Enjoy the rest of your birthday.
Happy birthday, yeah?
Okay.
Okay, I need to actually check because maybe someone else should take the bow if it's a longbow. I'm not sure if I can even use it. I need to find the adventurer's backpack though.
Let's see. Yeah. Everywhere you've already been is uncovered. All right. Anybody want to do anything else? Oh, okay. Go ahead.
He put his token there. It's his parking place because he doesn't know how to disappear.
Okay.
Arista, do you know how to use a bow?
A bow? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I don't have any kind of.
And I guess
Yeah.
does the orc use a bow?
That's why I asked you the other thing.
Well, I don't know that there's. I don't think there's like a racial thing, is there?
Yeah, but I don't know if it's a clerical thing about not using blood drawing weapons and stuff, or whether that's an old rule.
Yeah, there are really no ranged weapons on the cleric's list. I have a sling only because it's my god's weapon, but no bow, unfortunately.
Yeah, I would say that's probably not a it would be frowned upon, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So when you get the chance, sometime this week, Mark, we should go through. Oh, and we should tell the guys that we can't meet next week.
Oh, right. We have guests.
Okay.
Okay. Good to know. Thank you. Longbow. Composite longbow. Ah, yes, I can use it. It's use weapons up to 3 pounds. Cannot use crossbows. So.
So you're trying to figure out if you can actually use the bow?
Yeah, if it was a composite short bow, I would be sure okay, because I know I can use that. Oh no, weapons any. Did I confuse? I confused all the time my weapons table with the table of the primal druid. I can use any weapons. Okay, cool. So I can use it, but
Yep.
I was asking because I get a bonus. I have a weapons proficiency with composite short bow as well. I'm also not sure if the shorter characters can use longbows, which I thought it might have been a.
Well, by the book, they probably can't, but
yeah. Okay. No.
This is a stranger world.
Yeah.
And speaking of, you could always you could use it as is, and if you wanted to, I don't know, maybe you come across somebody who can modify weapons in certain ways. So.
Okay. No, that's cool. Anyway, that's one for the next session, but I will probably start using it because I think my the penalty for not having the weapon training bonus is more than offset by the bow, so it will be good.
So, do we have any sort of magic weapons in the group that people aren't really using?
I don't think so. We did silver most of our weapons due to an earlier conflict. I've got the spear that I'm using, and now the bow, but that's it. Did we have a dagger or a knife, or did someone give that? No, we exchanged that, didn't we, for the equipment that Sorak's using?
Okay.
There is the bearded axe +1, but that's not magical, but that's still a bonus weapon that's in the party sheet now that you're welcome to if you can use it.
And Tor, I just realized that Tor, I never really kind of kidded him for his level. So I would say we probably need to consider that he has already something magical.
Oh, okay.
So maybe we can talk about that next week.
Okay. So, the impression that we have is magical items are extremely rare in this world.
I would say they're extremely rare. They're just...
I keep asking if I can find an amulet of natural armor.
Mm.
And I am not able to find one.
Well, if you had a god, you could pray to him.
Right?
But
Also,
you did not.
It's hard to find a mated pair of ferrets.
Okay,
yeah,
that
things like milk and mating ferrets, that's a challenge, but
you are still looking for the ferrets after I gave you a
No,
tree specifically for your milk.
I'm not looking for the ferrets still. I'm just pointing out that they're hard to come by.
Well, yeah, they are an animal not native to these lands. All right. Anyway, I do gotta hit the bathroom here, so
yeah.
Alright.
Is there an easy way to drop an item on your weapons chart?
Oh, on the weapons chart? I think it's the same way that you. I don't know. Same way that you do from the book.
Okay, yeah, I'll check that then.
Yep. Don't mind me, I just dropped that bearded axe on my sheet, but I put it back. Just wanted to check.
and that
No.
again, that +1 is not a magical enhancement. It just happens to be a very finely worked axe.
No, dropping the oath bow into the weapons table doesn't work, so I'll just need to add it manually, I guess.
That axe is so sharp it'll give you a cutting wit.
Ah, that's punny. All right. Well, I guess then we'll see you guys in 2 weeks then, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
All righty.
I
Good
will.
session. Thanks for running.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah,
All right.
thanks very much.
See
See
you
you
guys.
later, guys.
Mark, real quick.
Yeah.
The strange gray dust, that's what's in those barrels back there, right? Or the crates?
No, I think of the crates that were all either wine or like
Okay.
beer or
Haven't
ale or
found
something.
gray dust yet?
You've not really come across any of the gray dust that I can recall.
Okay. If we ever come across a large quantity of it,
Yeah.
my plan will be to leave my dust with it.
Well, I see. You're going to offload it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm hanging up.
Cheers.
Cheers.